Okay, good afternoon. I'm Elton Hall, Inspector of the Organized Crime Division with the Winnipeg Police Service. I just wanted to come out here briefly with a quick statement. The Winnipeg Police Service is requesting the public's assistance in providing information. Yesterday, the Winnipeg Police Service and the RCMP, including the National Weapons Enforcement Unit, the RCMP Emergency Response Team, Canada Border Services Agency, and the Winnipeg Police Bomb Unit executed 2 search warrants in Headingley, Manitoba. Evan Reimer, 24 years of age, from Headingley, Manitoba, was arrested. A concerning and diverse quantity of explosive substances was seized at his residence. Police are in the early stages of an investigation, and the Winnipeg Police Service is seeking information involving Evan Reimer or any other individuals associated with Evan Reimer, or any interaction they may have witnessed. Any retail outlets engaged in the sale of firearms or explosive substances or accelerants involving Evan Reimer or individuals associated with Evan Reimer should contact police. Investigators believe this individual may have been planning to detonate an explosive device on the outskirts of Winnipeg for the May long weekend. We are also looking for any information about a previous explosion or explosions that this individual may have been part of. This is just a reminder that people should report suspicious behaviors to police. At this time, there is no specific threat to the public. People can call Crime Stoppers or police at 986-6222 with any information. Thank you.
Questions? Can we ask what brought Mr. Reimer to police attention, or what?
Right now, this is just simply a statement looking for information. It's an ongoing investigation, and it's really just started yesterday.
What can you tell us about the explosion in Headingley?
Don't have a lot of information on it right now. It's our understanding that emergency services went to a location at some point in the last couple of months where a device was detonated. At that time, I don't think they realized what had occurred, but it's come to our attention that there was an explosion just on the outskirts of Winnipeg.
So you were alerted well after it had actually detonated?
Correct, yes.
When was that detonation, the previous one?
I'm not at liberty to give that information at this time.
Are you able to say like what kind of explosive, like when you talk about explosive substances, are you able to say what that is to, or?
You know, I'll put it this way. I've never in my time come out here and done something like this. It's the devices and the explosive material is significant, and we're concerned. But I want to repeat, there's no threat to the public at this time. We believe we've arrested an individual, and there should be no threat.
Do you have any idea why, for what reason a device may have been detonated, or was planned to be detonated in the future, or motivation, or?
There could be. Like I said, we're in the really early stages right now, so we're just kind of working through the information we have. Obviously, as the investigators really form a good case here, I'll come out and talk to you about it. But we've laid charges against this individual, and we're looking for information.
Why aren't you naming the 23-year-old at this time?
There's a process in the court system still. The charges haven't officially been laid.
And so is this person related to Reimer, or what's their connection there?
He was arrested yesterday as a part of one of the search warrants.
Do either of them have any prior criminal involvement for these kinds of offenses, or are there offenses?
Mr. Reimer does, and he was on bail during this incident.
How can we say for what?
I'm not sure if I can say that yet, but he was on bail.
And the 23-year-old?
I'm not going to comment on him at this time.
I guess, what do you make, I know you talked about you've never come on and done something like this. What do you make that it's 2 people in their 20s involved in this incident?
Well, you know, like I said, we're in the early part of an investigation, but obviously the ages of these 2 individuals are concerning. You know, society's changing, social media plays a factor in people's opinions and views, and so the age here is obviously a concern to us, but I want to reiterate, we're just in the early stages here, so I want to be able to investigate this properly and present this at court.
Any suspicion of domestic terrorism?
Can't comment on that, but I've listed agencies here, and there's other agencies involved in this investigation as well that I haven't named.
Canada Border Services Agency was involved. Was there transport of the explosives over the border, or what was their role?
Being investigated right now. I hate to say it, that's probably really all I can comment on it right now. I'm just really looking for public assistance, and in the near future, we'll probably release on this with more detail.
How many people, I guess, in the early stages do you, like, police believe are potentially involved with Reimer?
There will be other individuals that are involved, which is why we're asking for assistance from the public.
And to be clear, what exactly you hope to get or garner from the public?
Any information they can provide to us would assist involving Mr. Reimer and his associations or what he's been up to in the last handful of months.
Are you able to say, like, where the explosion in Headingley took place? Like, was it in a home or?
It was not in a home.
Was it like a public building or?
No, I should be clear. It's not a building or a home. It's likely going to be in an open area.
So you don't believe the first explosion, like, was targeting anyone or?
Hard to answer. I just know the initial explosion was big enough where people in that area called to complain about an explosion, and they could feel it in their homes, basically. So there was obviously movement with the foundations of the homes as well.
Anything more?